Say, well, we're all children of the Charter. I say, well, I'm more of a child of the Charter than many.
Joe SNL with the front line with Joe and Joe. Once again, let us go into the reads. Justin Trudeau is the talking head of a globalist ideology. Nothing more than that, a talking head. But isn't that what most politicians are? Do they really serve the people? Play the clip.
Say, well, we're all children of the Charter. I say, well, I'm more of a child of the Charter than many. The important thing to understand is any society, any organized community is a balance between individual rights and collective rights. To drive through an intersection anytime I like and obey an arbitrary red light and stop and give up that freedom to drive because I know everyone else is giving up that freedom too when the light is red, so I don't get T-bone going through an intersection on a green light. And that's a simple example of giving up your own particular rights for the good of everyone. We recognize Canadians as being a collection of values. Well, I'm more of a child of the Charter than many.
Listen, my friends, and listen good. Canada, you're not going to vote yourself out of this. Frankly, a politician is not the solution to your problems. The solution is much deeper. And frankly, if you had eyes to see, you would see through it. But sadly, America and Canada doesn't. Their eyes are clouded. They buy the lie because they like the lie. Remember, people vote for these people. That's how they get into office. And that is exactly why you're in the place you are in. Stop listening to the rhetoric. Open your eyes. And frankly, when you do, you will get yourself out of this. But until then, you will be stuck in the mud. Know why? Because we belong to political tribes. Know why? Because we block out all of the things we don't like to see because we belong to a tribe. Political identity is the downfall of a society. We have absolutely rejected virtue and have embraced vice. And at the root of it, that is why we have people like Trudeau. This is unacceptable news. Justin Trudeau is heckled again on the streets of Canada. Play the clip.
For all the dead Canadians because of your lies and corruption. You're a liar, you're corrupt, you need to resign, you're a failure, everybody knows it, no one trusts you, and there are millions of Canadians who've had their lives destroyed because of your lies and corruption. We want justice. We want justice for the dead. We want justice for all those dead Canadians because of your policies, your lies, the lies and corruption that keep us in permanent war. You've got to stop the war machine. You're a degenerate war criminal, degenerate war criminal. Stop the war machine. Stop the war machine. Degenerate war criminal. Stop the lies. Stop the corruption. Stop the lies. COVID lies. War lies. We want an end to your corruption. We want an end to your lies. You're responsible. You're guilty. You have blood on your hands. Your bloody fingerprints are all over the war machine. You're immoral. You're irrational. It's got to stop. We've got to stop you. Your lies, your corruption. It's got to stop. Stop the corruption. Stop the war machine. Stop your lies. You're a liar. You're a failure. You're a disgrace. You can't show your face in public. You're a killer. You've got to be stopped. You're immoral. You're irrational. The great unwashed see through your sophistry. That's how useless you are.
I haven't done this in a while, but I feel like I have to. Can you feel the love? Go grocery shopping, Canada. Let's see what $70 brings you. Play the clip.
Well, I just got back from grocery shopping, and here is my $70 worth of groceries. And about 80% of this is for my daughter's lunch, for her day camp. And look, the only two meat items are these sausages and this pack of meat. Now, here's the shit part. All of these berries that were previously overpriced are now on sale and slightly more accessible. However, because no one bought them at the regular price, they are covered in mold, every single carton, and they will all end up in the trash. The cost of inflation is we can't afford to buy the food when it's fresh, and when it gets marked down, it is completely inedible. This is Canada, and it's also happening everywhere. What a shame. These are all garbage.
Oh, everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Let me give you a rebate and put you on the plantation and make you a slave. All is well, Canada. Biden's open borders are affecting not only the U.S., but Canada too. But all is well, Canada. Play the clip.
Here in Toronto's Dominion Church, cots, mattresses, and personal belongings fill the gathering space. Over the past few months, the church has served as a temporary shelter for refugees seeking asylum in Canada.
It is not the usual. This is not the usual, my friend.
Senior pastor Eddie Jumba says many regular events have been suspended as a result.
On Wednesdays, we do have a gathering. It's called a prayer evening. On Fridays, we do have a Bible study. It's called also a Bible study evening. Those are not happening right now.
Months after Canada struck a deal to stem the flow of asylum seekers from the United States, the number of people filing refugee claims has risen instead of falling.
Once again, the churches pick up the slack and the state prosecutes the church. Oh, you could take care of the poor, but God forbid you live your faith in the public square. Oh, it's fine if you take care of the homeless. Oh, it's fine if you take care of the elderly, but God forbid you protest your child having her breasts lopped off at 14 years old. Oh, you're a bad guy. Oh, you're a hater. Oh, but by the way, the church is picking up the slack of the state, and the state doesn't care because they don't care about these people. They're letting them in, and they have no plan for them. And at the end of the day, that is a human rights violation. Ultimately, we should help people. Ultimately, Canada and the U.S. has and always will help people. But right now, Canada and the U.S. has to help itself. And frankly, open borders is not helping the people who are coming in because either country has no plan. And ultimately, these people are going from one bad situation into another one. History agrees with Danielle Smith. Net zero electricity is not possible for 2035. But what do facts matter? They don't matter to an ideologue, and neither do you. Get that through your head. This has been going on for 8 years, and it's going to continue to go on because people belong to a political tribe, and they ignore reality. Reality. Hello? Hello? Picture's a little vulgar, but I'm going to let it slide. Danielle Smith has balls. The rest of Canada needs to look at her example. Where are the stones in the representation of the people in Canada? For that matter, where are the balls of the people of Canada? Stand up, my brothers and sisters. Danielle Smith is leading the way. Pay attention to what she's saying and turn off the mainstream media because they have no balls. Danielle Smith pushes back against recent climate-related hysteria over wildfires. Play the clip.
But in terms of a link, Premier, do you believe that climate change and the unprecedented wildfires we've been seeing this summer are at all related?
All I know is in my province, we had 650 fires and 500 of them were human caused. So we have to make sure that when people know that when it's dry out there and we get into forest fire season, that they're being a lot more careful because anytime you end up with an ignition that happens, it can have devastating consequences. And so that's what I would hope that we can educate the public on that front as well.
Couple comments. What she's doing is giving facts, not that the progressives will listen to them because they don't listen to facts. But I digress. What she's doing is stating the obvious, that this crisis is being used to push forth an agenda at the cost of the people. Pay attention to the facts. Turn off the mainstream media, stop swallowing the talking points, and frankly, open your eyes. Look into your refrigerator. Look at your checkbook. Look at the cost of fuel. That's all you need to know. Climate economics is not for the average person. It will grind the middle class into the ground, and it is doing just that. Danielle Smith is respected and admired by the people. When's the last time you've seen a scene like this coming out of Trudeau's playbook? Play the clip. A leader is there to serve. That's what it's about. Public service. We don't have that anymore in G7 nations. It's about ideology. It's about usurping the voice of the people for something that has nothing to do with their greater good. That's not a public servant, and frankly, that's not who Danielle Smith is. She is a public servant, a person of the people. To all my Canadian American friends, if you like what we do on the front line, I'm asking you to give $1. Just $1. Production costs money. We do it for you. We are self-funded, and $1 goes a long way. That's less than a cup of coffee. In Canada, a cup of coffee might cost $5, so you're getting off easy. Please, just give us $1, and we'll keep the content coming your way. God bless you, and remember, stay free.